Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel here. This is what we're doing today. So I just bought this trailer. I was looking for an old used one, nice and cheap, the way I like to do it, but it was all junk for two-thirds the price of a new one. I went looked at a couple that had bent axles. The wood was rotted out, missing the ramp. It just was terrible. So I just bought a new one. Made in the US, most important to me. It's not really fancy. It's just got regular lights, no LEDs, nothing like that. But it's new and it's mine, and the whole purpose is for picking up mowers, riding mowers, zero turns, small tractors, a gator, anything. It's a 6x12. It can fit a lot. So anything that might fit in it, I'm gonna mount. This is what I'm really doing because I don't need to do anything to it because it's brand new. But I'm gonna mount this winch on it so that I can pick things up that aren't running. So, just drag it right up. Because sometimes it's hard pushing, take like a hydrostatic mower. Even when you pull that pin so you can push it, it's hard. So we're going to have a winch on here, and it's going to be much easier than pushing or pulling things. This is I don't know, the new Badlands ZXR. It was on sale, so I bought it. 2,500 pound. They had the little utility trailer one, but I don't know. I was like, let me go a little bit bigger. They're all pretty cheap. So, anyways, I'll show you around, and we'll get to doing this. It's nice when the jack turns, nice and easy. Just give you a quick overview. Riverhead Trailer here on Long Island. If you ever need a trailer, they have a ton of stuff in stock, and they do the DMV there. They do everything. They're awesome. I bought a few trailers for them now. So no complaints. I'll complain. It's easy for me to complain. Anyways, kind of like the black wheels, so they're not really gonna. Even if they get a little rusty, they're not gonna look bad. Here's the ramp. Just a regular pull the pin. There was a nicer model, but it was like another $500. It had a spring assist on the ramp, and the pins don't. You can't lose the pin, but that's not a problem for me. This ramp's not really heavy, so yep, that's about it. It's just a nice little trailer. I'll be able to keep it nice. I might even fluid fill under the underside if I'm going to be driving around when they have the roads salted. Okay, so I thought about it, and it really needs to be up here so you get that angle going down to the ground. If I put it down here, if I did something here, it'd be rubbing on the deck a lot. So it's going to go right here. I mean, I'm sure this isn't super strong. If I was actually pulling something 2,500 pounds like this is rated for, maybe it wouldn't be the best, but I mean, for the little things I'm going to pull up, it should be fine. So I'm just going to center it. These mounting plates, by the way, are just, it makes it so you can mount the fair lead on it, which is important. But it's just got, you're gonna have to do something to make it work. It's never just gonna fit on something nicely, no matter what you're mounting it on. It always requires a little bit of thinking to get it to go. So we're gonna have. So I should be able to mount. Forget about the winch being on here. I'm gonna center it, and I'm gonna center these two holes right on the top of here. It's just angle iron. So I'm gonna put a bolt in each one of these holes, and then I think I'm gonna weld here, here, the underside here, and the other side there. I think that should be plenty strong. Even just the two bolts would maybe be strong enough, but I got a little welder. I'm not a superb welder, but I'm sure I'll be able to make it hold. So make sure that's centered, and that's centered. I got my little center punch here. Yeah. Oh, it hurts a little to be drilling holes in this brand new trailer, but that's why I'm going to take the effort to do it right. I also happen to have a good Group 27 battery. So I think what I'm going to do for starters, I mean, eventually I'm either going to get a little toolbox right here or build a little something so it can go here. But for now, I'll probably just mount it. I don't know whether in the corner or kind of like right here. And I mean, if I'm ever moving something where it's really in the way, I'll be able to pull it out. But I'm just going to put probably 4 tapping screws right into the deck that'll hold it right there. So another thing I have to say, step bits are a beautiful thing. I finally figured that out. So try it. You won't be sorry. Some oomph into it here. Perfect. Okay, that's good too. Oh, okay. Drill the holes in the new trailer. You'll be all right. Does it match up? Ooh, perfect. How often does that happen? Anyone feel a certain way about do washers have a certain side up? I know that's a goofy thing, but I like to put them that certain way with the more finished side outwards. I know it's ridiculous, but you know. Okay. Well, at least it doesn't flex like that for starters. That's good. Definitely welding this bottom seam will make it stronger. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep when I pull things, I'm going to keep an eye on how much it flexes, you know. I don't want to bend it, so the goofy thing about this plate is that by the time you mount the plate on something, uh now the winch has to sit on top of the heads of those 2 bolts, so, you know, whatever. It'll be all right, I'm sure. All right. That thing's as sturdy as you can hope for. Will I break it? Huh. It's already a hunk of junk. Well, we'll see how good that does. If it's a hunk of junk, I'll go get another one. Acting kind of funny. Not gonna lie, I like how it has the wireless remote, but still got the wired one. Quite the hook they give you here. That's alright. Kind of cool. Oh, it's gonna be the hardest part of the whole thing. Putting the stupid cotter pin. Why would they put it in to begin with? So you have to bend it to get it out. And then you have to rebend it to put it back in. Anyways. Alright. So, I'm thinking... I'll probably leave it like... something like here. Yeah. This is just a marine battery box. Figured it would kind of seal it all up in there. Okay, here's my next challenge. I already know. I need posts for the battery. I'll go get those silly adapters from the parts store or whatever. Well, if this can reach from here, I think it does. Ow. I mount it like here. Which one's positive and which one's negative? That'll be nice to know, right? I guess it just switches for, in and out. Let me go read the book, see if it tells me. That's funny. In the book, it says, oh, put positive to one, negative to the other. Then check its operation. If it goes the wrong way that you want, then switch them. So that's nice. Anyways, doesn't matter. So I got a 50-50 shot of making it right. It's funny with these winches. You really got to be creative to mount them yourself because there's no standard way to do it. Well, only take a second. Let me check if I did it right or not. Plug our remote in here. Those are some tiny little pins. Jeez. Well, I'm just gonna hold them here. And it's backwards. It's all right. That's why we checked it now. Really be gentle on these. Just a little snug. Oh, I already feel the whole post spinning. Okay. Okay. That's decent, I guess. These little boots. I think the old ones didn't include them at all. I mean, still gonna get wet, so. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna mount this kind of right. Maybe I should go kind of close to center here. Maybe even right in the center, because then I'll zip tie the wires to the frame, follow them like that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Right in the center. 2 little screws. Okay. Well, basically centered. You can always move it later, but oh, that's how it's gonna be, huh? Okay. Yeah, because we got just enough slack to zip tie right there. The same thing with these two over the battery. And I'll hide this breaker thing inside the box. You know, something like that. Yeah, that'll be pretty neat. I think I'll put it here because we got these tie downs in the corner. Another nice thing about new trailers. You don't want it to be affecting something being strapped down. If it's over here, it might be in the way. So I think we're going to do it right here. So I'm just going to also throw a couple tapping screws down. I get the battery out of here. Oh, it's a heavy battery. It's just what I got, though. All right. That's not going anywhere. This back in here. Ow. It's cold out, so that hurts. Yeah. Yep. Oh, this is going to be nice. Ow. Everything hurts when it's cold out. Just barely nick your little finger or something. Okay. Ooh. Thing's pretty strong. Pretty quick, actually. It doesn't slow to a stop. It's kind of like an instant brake, which I think is what they're saying on the box is so special about it. So it comes with a shackle, a free shackle for when you pay for this. You get this for free, right? That makes a lot of sense. Let's see if this works. The remote. It says you have to hold it for 3 seconds. Oh, that's pretty cool. There's a tiny delay though, which I guess is like the being that it's wireless. But hey, that's pretty cool. You hold it enough for another 3 seconds. Well, that's pretty neat, I have to admit. They, I don't know, they show you like this, I guess to pull it, so you're not touching, I don't know, if the cable frays or whatever. Get all my stuff out of the way here. Oh, it's a little heavy. Okay, let's try bringing this clutch up. Oh, oh, Jesus. I don't love that. Seems to work a little funny. So this is my lawnmower over here. Works just fine, but we're going to pretend it doesn't. And I got to take it somewhere. Okay. Well, looks like there's plenty of cable left even after coming out this far. So this is really about as far as I'll ever need, but good to know. Yeah, it looks good. Let's use the wireless one. Why not? Okay. Oh, I gotta lock the clutch back in. There we go. Kind of loud, but that doesn't matter. I don't care about that. Just louder than I thought it would be. And I guess, I don't really need to steer it, but if it sometimes need to, let's see. You know what? Just for good measure. I'm gonna drive right up. Am I bending? I didn't know. Oh. Yeah, I kind of thought that might happen. I'll hook to something stronger. Okay. We're gonna go right there. That'll definitely be strong enough. Yeah, that's more like it. Who would have thunk? All right, I guess I can't sit on it. I was trying to be cool, Bend that license plate back. If it was hooked up to the truck, obviously it would have been fine. But this is all for, experimentation. I'm just checking this cross member here. It's flexing a little bit, but hey, it works. So that's a lot easier than if I had to push it up. All right, well, I'll take another quick shot once I clean those wires up and put the terminals on. But it works. It might have been a little ridiculous there. I think I didn't hit my truck. It's close, too. See, you got the tie downs in each corner, which is nice. But I could fit 2 of these on there almost. And this grate is stronger than any other ones I've seen. Maybe they decided to finally make them a little bit stronger because you step on them, it's like you're going to fall right through it, even when they're new. This one's nice, so. All right, I'll come back when I get those terminals on. Like let the breaker run probably like there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The little terminals are too big. Trying to get it done quick before it gets dark. Always something here. I think I have bigger terminals. I'm gonna change everything to heat shrinks at some point anyway. Okay, I'm liking that. So now the cover, right like that. I just have to throw some zip ties in here and clean it up. So there's phase one of the winch build. So, there's always phases of doing anything. It's phase one. I'm probably going to go and maybe loom the wire next. Look a little bit neater. But I will weld a seam where the bracket contacts the channel, the L channel of the trailer. That'll make it a lot stronger. But it pulled the mower up just fine. So, it's good for now. So, yeah, you got the battery box there, but if it was a big deal, it'll only take a minute to move it out of the way. If I had to fill up with something that would really take up the whole trailer. But I think that looks pretty neat. And it really helps. I just turned 30. Getting tired of pushing stuff, Box is mounted right there for the controller. Yep. Well, there you have it. All right. Thanks for watching.